Identity V and Fatal Frame 2. Fatal Frame 2? What the heck is Fatal Frame 2? Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly is a Japanese survival horror video game developed and published by Tecmo in 2003 for the PlayStation 2? Interesting. Identity V decided to create a crossover with an almost 20 years old game. And I have high hopes for it. So let's check out what we can expect. Let's start with the almost obvious conclusion that we can all come to after watching the trailer. Say, the main antagonist of Fatal Frame 2 will turn into a skin for the Geisha. It is given away by the last screen where we can see the two characters facing each other. And I think that works out pretty well. If you're familiar with Fatal Frame 2 and Sei, you know that she has an iconic laugh. And we have seen this before with Tomie from the Junji Ito crossover, where this one character just had this iconic laugh. Tomie, everyone knows it as soon as you hear the laugh. Now with Sei, that kind of iconic laugh, that creepy laugh, could come back to Identity V with this crossover. Now when it comes to other characters that could come into the game as a skin for Identity V, there are a few more options, like Mio and Mayu, who are the main characters of Fatal Frame 2, but they don't really have any key characteristics that would tie them to a specific Identity V character. So if they come to the game too, we could see them as character skins for like the Perfumer, for the Gardener, the Doctor, the Coordinator, the Psychologist, the Entomologist, the Female Dancer, any female character basically. But there could be so much more to this crossover, and that's why I'm so excited about it. First of all, yes, we could see accessories come to the game, like we usually see in these types of crossovers. For the Geisha, for example, we have the option of a Crimson Butterfly accessory. The Crimson Butterfly led Mio and Mayu into the haunted Minakami Village, where the game takes place. Or for the survivor side, we could see the Camera Obscura, which was used to exorcise spirits in the Fatal Frame franchise. But now let's talk about something that could be really exciting for Identity V. Come closer? Come closer? Not that close. A new map! The last map that came to Identity V was Darkwoods in late 2021. And since we have so many crossovers going on, right now the Linkley crossover, then the upcoming Bongo Stray Dogs, then a new announced Ancients of Death crossover, I would assume that the Fatal Frame crossover is happening in mid-2023, which would be the perfect time for a new map to come to Identity V. Minakami Village, or at least parts of it, were already shown in the trailer, as well as the Hellish Abyss, where the cruel rituals took place in the game. Now this kind of shoji has already been seen on a different map, the Ever-Sleeping Town. And what's interesting about that is that the Ever-Sleeping Town was also introduced during a crossover, the Junji Ito crossover. This opens up three questions. Will we see an all-new map, Minakami Village, with the Fatal Frame 2 crossover, which would be absolutely amazing in my opinion? Or will we see a redesigned Ever-Sleeping Town map for the Fatal Frame 2 crossover, like we have seen it during the Edward Scissorhand crossover, which came with a snowy redesign of the Sacred Heart Hospital map? I genuinely wouldn't even mind a more horror-themed redesign of the Ever-Sleeping Town map, as long as it's not time limited. I'm still hoping for Edward's Wish, the Edward Scissorhand exclusive map, to come back one day. One day! Or question number 3, will we even see a new map at all? I feel like with the announcement trailer showing us parts of Minakama Village as well as the Hellish Abyss, it definitely hints to a new map. But those are obviously just speculations. I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on the upcoming Fatal Frame 2 crossover. Do you guys think that a new map will come to the game? And which characters would you love to see in Identity V? Make sure to let us know in the comment section below. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave me a fat like. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the Gaming-Grizzly. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video.